Welcome back to more of the Straight Shot Podcast, and today I got some stuff to talk about. Yeah, let me talk to you. Alright, so as this coming weekend on April 6th and April 7th, if you guys have seen this before me, you guys are goated. If you guys are seeing this after, well, you're just average. You're just mid. Alright, so we got some news with WWE that on June 15th, it will be Clash at the Castle 2, Part 2. Last one was in Cardiff, Wales. If you guys don't remember that banger of a show, I want to tell you right now. We had Bailey, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky take on Bianca, who was then the Raw Women's Champion when they were still going by brand exclusive titles for the women. And then she was teaming with Alexa Bliss and Asuka, actually. Bailey pinned Bianca that night. What the fuck? What else did we have? We had after that Judgment Day. It was only Balor and Priest at that point. They took on what was Edge, who's now Adam Copeland, obviously. But Edge in my heart still. And then he teamed up with Rey Mysterio they won. Edge and Mysterio won. And that's where we got the wicked heel turn Dom Dom. Was led to a pretty good match at WrestleMania. I gotta give it that. After that was Liv Morgan and Shayna Baszler for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Liv retains in that match. Another one, which was, in my opinion, one of two of the fucking best matches I have seen. Gunther defeating Sheamus for the Intercontinental Championship, retaining in the process, by the way. But that bitch was a fight. If you guys want a fight, Gunther versus Sheamus is the way to go to look. Changed my mind. Alright, co-main event, it was Seth freaking Rollins defeating Matt Riddle. Actually a fun match, but I'm glad they kept the feud going. I'm kind of glad they did. And the main event, it saw Roman Reigns defeat Drew McIntyre to retain the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. This was back when Roman had the two belts. No Wise Man, no Usos, but we got Solo in the end. And we're getting Solo. So, fuck you, Solo Sikoa. That's all I gotta say. Alright. But here's the thing. Glasgow, Scotland. So, my thoughts on this running now, or do they have Drew McIntyre go into this event as champion? He's from Scotland. He's from Ayr. He's made that personally known on television. He's from Ayr, Scotland. This is in Glasgow, Scotland. They have to have Drew McIntyre more than likely walk into that event as champion. As recently it has been discovered, Drew McIntyre was advertised for a live event in Italy. I want to see when the fuck. I'm trying to remember when the fuck they said. Oh, they said it like a few months ago. They definitely said that Drew was advertised for a live event in Italy. Yeah, in Italy. But here's the thing. That doesn't mean shit if he's not with the company anymore. Alright, well, either way. Alright. Well, more than likely, your best bet, have Drew McIntyre walk into that event as champion. But we're here to talk about WrestleMania, damn it. We're here to talk about Mania. If you guys don't believe me, you guys can bite my ass. Alright. So, let's get to the fun shit, shall we? Night 1 we're going to start with, and they might have revealed the match order. And the first match on night 1, if this is true, is Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch for the Women's World Championship. Not mad about it. I think you want to start with a great personal match. This is the way to go. Rhea versus Becky, we have not had this since 2019 in NXT. But look at this now. It's 2024. Look at Rhea Ripley now compared to 2019 Rhea Ripley. Way better. And then Becky Lynch, she's gotten better. Let's say that at the least. Alright, so WWE has written Becky Lynch has had an eye on the title holder for some time, and now she finally has a chance to face her one-on-one. The man booked her ticket to WrestleMania. Fuck you, I had to do it. After standing tall in Elimination Chamber, beating Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, Bianca Belair, Naomi, and Tiffany Stratton. To capture her first singles title in nearly 2 years, the man will have to go through Rhea Ripley, who has looked unstoppable since winning the championship against Charlotte Flair at last year's WrestleMania. Who will win this epic bout for the right to be Women's World Champion? I get a lot of people are gonna say, dude, just have Becky fucking win it, and then we get something going down. Maybe a heel turn from Liv Morgan. As much as I want to say that is going to happen, you can make the same case for Rhea Ripley to retain and lose the title to Liv Morgan, which could be the way to go, because Rhea Ripley took out Liv Morgan back in July of 2023 after Money in the Bank, leading into SummerSlam. So your best bet is either Rhea Ripley retains, or it's a hard one because Becky Lynch could win this, but based off the promo battles we've seen on Raw, I think Rhea Ripley will retain. But more than likely, if you want to do something fresh, you put it on Becky. I'm telling you now, it's a tough one because both women have a strong case to win it. Both women have a very, 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 very strong case to win this motherfucker. Let's see what's next. Alright. Well, we got our next match. And it will be the ladder. Ladder match is next up we're talking about. Alright. Judgment Day will defend the Undisputed Tag Team Championships against DIY, New Day, Awesome Truth, New Catch Republic, and A-Town Down Under. Fucking clowns. I hope Grayson watches us now. They ain't winning. I'm gonna say that now. Grayson and Austin Theory, you assholes ain't winning. So apparently the rules will be both sides have to be taken down off the ladder, which is what I want to say they said is true. Let me do a quick little search. They say the match will end after both titles under the Undisputed Championship banner, the Raw and SmackDown tag titles, have been retrieved, making it possible for the titles to be split between two teams. So they could split the titles after this. They need to split the fucking titles. Alright? They need to fucking split them. Here's the thing. This is your best chance to actually end up splitting the fucking tag team championships. This is the best bet you have. And if you do not believe me, you can literally go and fucking look and see how pissed people have been to know the Undisputed Tag Team Championships are still a fucking thing. What they're gonna do is they're gonna fucking get the fucking belts back, and they're gonna make it the WWE Tag Team Championships and the World Tag Team Championships. Just like the 2007 days. That's probably what they're gonna do. And I wouldn't be mad because the titles are finally fucking split. Jesus Christ. Alright. At WrestleMania, the Judgment Day face an uphill battle, literally, as they contend with 5 other teams in a brutal 6-pack tag team ladder match for the tag team titles. Damian Priest and Finn Balor have been dominant in their second reign as champions, overcoming almost every tag team in WWE. WrestleMania, however, their dominance may end, as 5 other teams can claim supremacy by retrieving the titles. Raw General Manager and SmackDown General Managers, respectively Pierce and Aldis, decided what teams will compete, 3 from Raw and 2 from SmackDown. March 18th, Raw, DIY, Awesome Truth, and New Day both all win their qualifiers. DIY beating the Creeds, Awesome Truth beating Indus Share, and New Day defeating Alpha Academy. Send Veer, please. Do me a favor, please send Veer. On the SmackDown side, Grayson Waller and Austin Theory and New Catch Republic earned their way into the match by winning their side of the bracket of the SmackDown tournament. Can Judgment Day retain their title against all odds, or are we destined to crown new tag team champions at WrestleMania? Okay, so that one. I'm definitely saying this. The tag titles are definitely going to get split. This is where you split the Undisputed Tag Team Championships. I'm sorry, but this is where you absolutely must. Like, this is not just a need. Like, this is a fucking must, WWE. You need to fucking split the tag team championships. I'm saying it now. DIY is walking out with one set. If it's true, these get split. DIY is taking the red set. But the SmackDown set, the blue set, I say New Catch, only to keep it on their brand. You know? But here's the thing. With the red straps, I could see Awesome Truth taking them, or New Day. But I want to go DIY. But to keep them together, it's DIY. Hands down. It will be DIY. So I'm expecting some shenanigans within the Judgment Day match. More than likely, it will be from JD McDonough, who is not going to be competing on this WrestleMania card because our next match involves... So all three... What the fuck? I just realized, if this is true, and this is the fucking order for night one, guess what? Fucking Judgment Day is the first three matches involved. Fuck you, WWE. Why would you fucking put Judgment Day first? One of the matches that just got made for WrestleMania is Dragon Lee and Rey Mysterio teaming up to take on Santos Escobar and Dominic Mysterio. Now, with this one, it's gotta be Rey and Dragon Lee, because Rey's had the best of Dom. Santos got Rey. Dragon Lee's beating Dom. Santos beating Dragon Lee. So Santos is beating both motherfuckers. So I could say Santos and Dom, but here's the thing. Have they ever tagged? No. Has Dragon Lee and Rey Mysterio ever tagged? No. Alright. At WrestleMania, Rey Mysterio will join forces with Dragon Lee against his son Dominic Mysterio of Judgment Day and Santos Escobar of Legado del Fantasma. When Rey overcame Dom at WrestleMania 39, he thought he was finally done with their in-ring conflict. It wasn't long before a new rival emerged when Escobar of the LWO viciously attacked his mentor and unleashed a brutal surprise attack that injured Rey Mysterio. 3 months later, Mysterio returned and together with LWO took out Legado del Fantasma to help Carlito win a street fight against Santos Escobar. The rivalry continues between the two factions until Mysterio looked to settle an issue one-on-one with Escobar. However, during a match, Dominic Mysterio distracted Rey for Santos to win. Following week, Rey interrupted the gloating pair and challenged them to a tag match against himself and Dragon Lee, the newest member of the LWO. See, here's the thing. This is what fucking bugs me, is that you have two guys that have never worked together in a tag match. AKA. And this is a whole new one. So, these guys have never tagged before, ever. So, this is going to be hell. Thanks, WWE. If we're talking who's winning, it's going to be Dragon Lee and Rey. If we're talking who's winning, it's definitely those two. Yeah, it's gotta be Dragon Lee and Rey. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, though. Dum Dum's losing, if you ask me. Dum Dum is losing. Again. Alright, next one was the brothers battle between Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso. Fuck you, Jimmy, that's all I'm saying. Some would say that the WrestleMania match putting Jey against his brother Jimmy less than a year in the making, ever since Jimmy turned on Jey to quote-unquote protect him at SummerSlam prior to Jay super kicking Jimmy and quitting the Bloodline SmackDown. Others might argue it was destined from the day undisputed champion Roman Reigns formed a Bloodline, or perhaps it was even 38 years ago when the Usos first came into the world together. Regardless of the reason, main event Jey Uso and his estranged sibling are about to square off at WrestleMania. Several times, Jimmy and the Bloodline have come to Raw to start trouble and mess with Jey, including costing him an Intercontinental title match against Gunther. Okay, I want to talk about that part really quick. I'm glad WWE fucking put that. Jey was actually supposed to win the Intercontinental Championship. It was revealed he was supposed to beat Gunther for the championship on back in February. I want to say this was before Elimination Chamber. Yes, it was. Okay. WWE's original plan for the Raw before Elimination Chamber was Jey Uso to win the Intercontinental Championship. That was their original plan, it looks like. But Gunther, knowing the state of the storyline, decided to keep the title on Gunther. We'll talk about Gunther later in a little bit when we're getting done with match number 5. As Gunther's also a night 1, so... Oh my god, please let me fucking sure he loses. We'll talk about that later, though. According to WrestleVotes, WWE's original plan for that Raw was Jey to win the Intercontinental Championship off of Gunther. Sources state there were multiple people within the company under the impression Jey Uso was winning the IC title on Raw. So, I feel like that was a last minute change they made to the show. So, like I said, Jey was supposed to win the Intercontinental Championship. That's what a lot of people don't know. Always read the dirt sheets. Alright. Jimmy, on the other hand, carries resentment of his brother leaving him in the bloodline of what he deems to be Jay's attempt to make himself a bigger star. The animosity between the brothers boiled over with Jay's shocking WrestleMania challenge, one that Jimmy was happy to accept. Team Yeet or Team No Yeet? Put it in the comments. That's what I want to see. Alright. Here's the thing. A lot of people are going to be mad at me for saying Jimmy, but here's the thing. I went Jay. When I was thinking this over, I said Jey Uso. I'm taking Jey Uso to win this match. Alright. Okay, let's see here. What the fuck did they say it was next? 6. Oh, what the fuck? Why? Okay. Alright, next one up. We got 2 more in night 1 and then all of night 2 to talk about, son of a bitch. Alright. Where did I put it? There. Alright, Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair, Naomi take on Damage Control, Kabuki Warriors, and Dakota Kai. Maybe wondering, why is Io Sky not with them? Well, that's because Io Sky will be on the Night 2 card, which we'll talk about soon. But for now, we're going to talk about Night 1. Damage Control takes on Bianca, Naomi, and Jade. That's a sober team if you fucking ask me. And I said back at the Rumble, Jade and Bianca teaming is fucking money. If that is the match at SummerSlam between Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair, again, it is money. So don't like I don't know what I'm talking about. Alright, so WWE has said newest SmackDown superstar Jade Cargill will make one of the biggest WrestleMania debuts in history as he teams with Bianca Belair and Naomi the Battle Damage Control. She just signed her contract on the March 29th episode of SmackDown, but already has inserted herself into Damage Control's business, saving Bianca Belair and Naomi from a beatdown. The arrival of Cargill means that Bianca Belair can finally have a chance of taking down Damage Control during the faction for nearly 2 years. Add in the recently returned Naomi, go watch the Royal Rumble by the way, and the EST's team is a strong bet. I actually ended up taking them in predictions. This is an all-new Damage Control, however, after they ousted former leader Bayley and added new members Asuka and Kairi Sane. Bianca Belair retained the Raw Women's title against Asuka last year at WrestleMania. Each superstar will now have backup. Will Cargill shine when she brings the storm to her WrestleMania debut? Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair, and Naomi are a sure bet to win this match. You want to make Jade look very good, very strong early on. It's got to be Jade, Bianca, and Naomi. I don't know what you guys are thinking. I really don't. If you guys don't have them fucking win, you guys are idiots. That's all I'm going to say. Alright, where are you at? Bingo. Alright, one more match after this for night 1, and then we'll talk night 2. Alright, Gunther versus Sami Zayn is night 1 for the Intercontinental Championship. So, by the way, if you guys don't know, if Gunther does lose, he has a great number for a Days as Intercontinental Champion. He has a great number. If you guys don't know, go look this bitch up right now. At WrestleMania, Sami Zayn will seek to become the superstar to dethrone Gunther's historic reign as the Intercontinental Champion. By the time WrestleMania rolls around, the ring general will rule as Intercontinental Champion for 664 days. Bulldozing everyone in his past, defeating Jey Uso, Chad Gable, Sheamus, and Drew McIntyre, to name a few. Thus far, not many challengers have come close to taking away Gunther's title, but Zayn, a former Intercontinental Champion, will hope to become the first. Zayn had to go through 5 of the very best on Raw, such as Bronson Reed, JD McDonough, Ricochet, Shinsuke Nakamura, and aforementioned Chad Gable in a gauntlet match. Zayn and the ring general have faced off once in the past in a one-on-one encounter inside WWE ring. Gunther won that one. The Intercontinental title was not on the line, though. This time, however, the title is on the line. Can Zayn make back-to-back WrestleMania history after dethroning the Usos' historic tag title reign with KO last year? Or will Gunther stay unbeaten at WrestleMania? The way they're going, it looks like they were going to keep it on Gunther, more than likely. So, if it is true that... Oh, they gotta fucking bring him up. They have to. If it's fucking true he loses to Stand and Deliver, no, they're not. Okay, I got my whole thing for Stand and Deliver. Fuck you. Alright. Gunther retains, by the way. I'm going Gunther. Fuck it. Now that I'm thinking about it, Gunther fucking retains. He's losing that bitch to Ilya. And Ilya loses to Stand and Deliver. And you. Alright, so I'm going to take Gunther to retain. I'm taking Gunther. Alright, perfect. Alright, night 1 main event. It will be Cody and Seth versus Rock and Roman. This will be Rock's first true match in 11 years. You want to know his last WrestleMania? This was the last time Rock competed in a proper announced match. WrestleMania 29. And guess what? He lost the WWE Championship to John Cena. So, let's talk about it. Alright. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes and Seth freaking Rollins. At WrestleMania, Cody Rhodes and the World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins will go head-to-head with The Rock and undisputed WWE Champion Roman Reigns in a huge match with WrestleMania implications, which will be night 2, the main event. The road to WrestleMania becomes increasingly intense with each passing week. Nowhere is that more evident than the heated rivalry among Rhodes and Rollins with Rock and Roman. The Rock has acknowledged Roman in the past, further cementing their family bond as they set their sights on adversaries with the undisputed WWE title match against Rhodes officially set for WrestleMania Sunday, along with Rollins and McIntyre. We'll talk about that in a bit. The Great Ones made a suddenly high-stakes challenge to the American Nightmare and the Visionary for the shows. Rhodes originally wanted a one-on-one match with The Rock, but counter that. Rhodes and Rollins battle him and Roman in a tag match on WrestleMania Saturday. If Rhodes and Rollins emerge victorious, the Bloodline will be barred from ringside during the match between Rock, Roman, and Cody. If Bloodline wins, it's a Bloodline rules, means anything goes where the nefarious faction is concerned. The Rock threatened that if Rhodes and Rollins do not answer the challenge, their story will tragically end. More unified than ever and convinced the future of WWE depends on them putting the Bloodline in check, Rhodes and Rollins journey to SmackDown to accept the challenge. Will it be Bloodline banned or Bloodline rules for Reigns versus Rhodes? It's Bloodline rules. I'm sorry. It will be bloodline rules between Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes. But we'll talk about that match when we get there. But for now, I'm taking bloodline rules. That's your best bet to go. Alright. Night 1 is in the books, motherfuckers. Alright. Night 2, if this is true, it starts with Rollins versus Drew. Drew wins the title. That's all I'm going to say. This is your best bet to finally give Drew McIntyre his moment in front of the fans. This is the time. The Scottish Warrior will finally get a chance to win a world title in front of the masses as he faces Seth freaking Rollins for the world championship at WrestleMania. He's been on a personal vendetta ever since Jey Uso was traded to Raw late last year, becoming a bitter version of the superstar that was once beloved. The Scottish Warrior has placed a visionary in his path for his quest to win gold in front of the fans since his previous 2 world title wins. Empty arenas. Fuck you, COVID. By the way, the first one was WrestleMania 36, Pandemomania, and the second one was in the Thunderdome before Survivor Series 2020. Despite McIntyre's mean streak, McIntyre was able to defeat Rollins 2 times in the past. Was unable to defeat Rollins the 2 times at Crown Jewel and Raw, Day 1 Raw, partially due to Money in the Bank Cash's attempt by Damian Priest. After defeating Randy Orton, Kevin Owens, Logan Paul, LA Knight, and Bobby Lashley inside the chamber, McIntyre can finally claim the World Heavyweight title as he faces the Architect at WrestleMania. So, 3 of the names that were in the chamber are in the triple threat, and we'll talk about those 3 later. And then another one, the other 2 are involved in WrestleMania Sunday as well. We'll talk about those in a bit. McIntyre. This is McIntyre's time. It has to be Drew McIntyre to win. And if you guys don't believe me, you guys can literally bite my ass. Alright, what they say was next. Got it. So, yeah, you gotta push Drew. This is your time to push fucking McIntyre. And if you don't, you guys are idiots. To say the least. You guys are true idiots if you guys don't do it. This is your time for Drew. Alright, next one up was Pride. That's what they... So WWE.com has them listed as the Pride for Lashley and the Street Profits. So I'm kind of happy with that. And that's going to be a Philadelphia street fight against Final Testament. I'm just happy Eggman and Rizar are back. Fuck yeah. Alright, WrestleMania. Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits will go to war with the Final Testament at 6-man Philadelphia street fight. Cross and his dark faction showed unbridled animosity towards the Pride. See, it told you, WWE.com. Perhaps it steamed from when the returning Harbinger of Doom was eliminated by the Almighty in the U.S. Championship #1 contender tournament back in December. Whatever the reason, however, Cross and Scarlett soon shocked the WWE Universe when they aligned with the returning AOP and Paul Ellering. This is great, by the way. Someone who has a great mind for the business. This is fucking great! To form the dominant Final Testament at SmackDown New Year's Revolution, attacking Lashley, Ford, and Dawkins. Lashley and Cross eliminated each other in the Men's Royal Rumble. Pride added BFAB to their ranks and through numerous volatile clashes between the factions on the road to WrestleMania. Nick Aldis recognized the volatile conflict that reached a boiling point. He knew the only way to settle the score was to have an extreme showdown in the city of brotherly love. This is where you gotta have them fucking win. Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits need the fucking win here. It has to be Lashley and the Street Profits. I'm not sorry for saying that. So, yeah, it has to go to Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits if you guys don't go there. I mean, I could see Final Testament winning because of the numbers game, but honestly, it needs to be Pride winning. LA Knight versus AJ Styles. Alright. One superstar is out to make AJ Styles WrestleMania 40 experience a hard day's night. LA Knight was competing inside the chamber. Styles barged into the structure and attacked him to disrupt his efforts to become the #1 contender, McIntyre, aka Drew McIntyre's spot. Ever since that preview live event, aka Chamber, Knight's been on a tireless quest to track down AJ Styles, looking everywhere from backstage to SmackDown to even his AJ's own house. Unable to find an adversary in order to get payback, Knight challenged Styles to a bout at WrestleMania. As soon as the challenge was issued, however, Styles suddenly executed another vicious attack on Knight before declaring he will see him at WrestleMania. So LA Knight actually ended up going to AJ's house, which I'm not mad about because Joe did the same fucking thing. So anytime that happens, so last time that happened, AJ ended up fucking winning. AJ's winning. So originally the plan for LA Knight was that he was going to be facing Logan for the US title and beating him. Nah, they changed that motherfucker. Alright. Next one up. And let me think. Was it actually? Oh shit, it actually was. Alright, and speaking of Logan Paul, he's actually our next match to talk about. Logan defends in a triple threat against KO and Randy Orton. So, like I said, there was 3 guys in a chamber match, and they were all on a triple threat. These were the 3. Alright. Let's see here. Where are you at? Where are you at? Bingo. WrestleMania 40 U.S. Champion Logan Paul faces an immense challenge as he defends his title against Randy and Kevin in a triple threat. Social media megastar has been making more enemies than allies since dethroning Ray for the title last November at Crown Jewel. Paul wronged Owens by cheating his way to a disqualification victory during the match at Royal Rumble. KO's been unrelenting in his pursuit of Paul. Chamber, Paul made another enemy of Randy Orton. After eliminating Paul, Randy got Paul out for an RKO. Social media feigned an injury to remain inside the chamber before striking Randy with brass knuckles, allowing Drew to get the title match at WrestleMania. Paul mocked SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis for not announcing the match for Paul at WrestleMania. Aldis then announced Paul would defend his title against KO and the Viper. Paul must now contend with 2 former U.S. champions who have championship pedigree and several signature wins at WrestleMania. Both Orton and Owens have won titles and competed in main events at WrestleMania. Paul has yet to do. Paul famously broke the internet at last year's WrestleMania when he faced Seth freaking Rollins, eclipsing records with the views he achieved on social media. The U.S. champion seems certain to once again break social media, but can he retain his championship against 2 hungry challengers? Immediately my mind says Randy Orton takes the title. Because here's the thing, you have Logan and KO at the Rumble. Your only logical bet is Randy now. But here's the thing, if it was LA Knight in this spot and Randy versus AJ, I would have said LA Knight still. So, this one, I'm going to say Randy Orton, but I wouldn't be surprised if Logan Paul retains. To say the least. Alright, 2 more and then we are going. Io Sky puts the WWE Women's Championship up against her former mentor, Bayley. Bayley is hell-bent on seizing the championship when she goes to war against her former ally, Io Sky, at WrestleMania. Following a confrontation with Nia Jax on Raw, Bayley said she would reveal which women's champion she would challenge on SmackDown. Then on the blue brand, the role model surprised the rest of Damage Control when she revealed she understood Japanese, therefore knew her perceived allies had been mocking her behind her back for some time. As the faction stood stunned, Bayley turned to Sky and officially declared she was going to challenge Sky for the title at WrestleMania. The genius of the Sky has proved herself to be just that by rising to the new heights time after time to solidify her reign. Bayley is the first ever Triple Crown and one of the top supersized challengers Sky has faced to date. Can Bayley once again capture gold, or will the devious title holder repel one of the most dangerous challenges to her title in her entire reign? Bayley, this is Bayley's time. Honestly, this is Bayley's fucking time. Bayley has to win here. This needs to be Bayley winning. If you guys don't fucking believe me, I took Bayley at the Rumble. Win. This is Bayley's time. Bayley wins the title at WrestleMania. And they do it in the co-main event of night 2. So, yeah. Give me Bayley to win that bitch. But here's the thing. All roads lead to the undisputed WWE Championship match between the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes. The undisputed WWE Universal Championship will be on the line with when Roman defends his title against the winner of the Rumble, Cody Rhodes. The Tribal Chief defeated the American Nightmare in the WrestleMania 39 main event. And after a painstaking year, the two-time Rumble winner will finally get another chance to finish his story and become the undisputed champion when he challenges Reigns again. After winning the Rumble in January, Rhodes spent days mulling over whether he'd be facing Reigns or Seth Rollins. Rhodes confirmed he'd be facing Roman during the WrestleMania XL kickoff in Vegas, angry and insulting The Rock, who won the match with Roman. Will Reigns continue as dominant run as champion, or will American Nightmare finally finish the story? Well, a lot of people are wondering what I'm saying here. But this is Cody Rhodes finishing the fucking story. Cody finishes the goddamn story, ladies and gentlemen. And it will be Bloodline rules because Rock's gonna turn on Roman Reigns. He's gonna take Paul Heyman. He's gonna take Solo. Like, Bloodline's gonna abandon Roman. Bloodline's gonna abandon Roman at the end of the match. And Cody's gonna fucking take advantage, hit 3 crossroads. And everyone's gonna fucking cheer loud as shit to see Cody Rhodes finish the fucking story. This is Cody winning. I'm not sorry. If you take Roman to win, that's completely fine. That's you anyway. I'm taking Cody Rhodes to win WrestleMania 40 and new for the Undisputed Championship. Cody finally finishes the story. And that's WrestleMania for you, motherfuckers. And yeah, I will see you guys on Saturday morning for NXT Stand Delivered live on Twitch at twitch.tv/McVey Gaming Official. Get your asses back over here and we'll do that. Peace.